Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Thank you all for tuning in to my video for this wonderful 100-day collaboration that's been running since the beginning of March. We're now at the end of April into week 9. It's been absolutely amazing so far, and there is still so much more to come. So if you've not seen any of them, do go check them out. The links will be below for Rachel BumbleBeeCrafts, her website, where everything is on there. And yeah, we're into week 9, and this week is eco and upcycling junk journaling ideas. So yeah, this has been a project I have wanted to do for quite some time, and when we were choosing the different prompts right at the beginning of the year and everything, I see this and thought perfect. And I was hoping that the kit that Rachel would bring out for April, because I've had to wait quite a while for my video to air, would actually match the kit, and it is perfect for it. The kit that I'm using is Echoes of Nature that Rachel released at the beginning of April. Obviously we're coming to the end of April, beginning of May she'll be releasing another kit to go with the last 4 or 5 weeks of the collaboration. So yeah, that's my prompt for today, and I'm going to be showing you a really fun idea. First of all, hello and welcome to anybody new to my channel who's not subscribed or seen me before. Please do subscribe and help my channel to grow. I'm Jen of BumbleBeeCrafts, and welcome to my fun, creative, mad space. So I'll move that to one side over there. I don't need that anymore. I've chosen some pages already from the kit, but this is what we're going to be upcycling and repurposing, and we're going to be creating, not the box, but we're going to be using these lovely little tea sachets. I'll move that there, it's casting a bit of shadow. Yeah, I'm a mad tea drinker. I don't drink black tea or coffee. I only like green tea or herbal infusions, and I have always got boxes of tea in my cupboard. I promise you this is not an advert for teas. You are on a crafting channel. And some of the boxes, I mean these pucker boxes are just absolutely beautiful. I tend to cut all these bits out and make tags and tabs and all sorts from them. And I just love the boxes. They're so pretty. I mean, look at all the lovely flowers that you get on this one. And because when you cut them, they're all in their own little tea sachets. So I keep them. These boxes are still being used. There's fresh tea in there ready for me to drink. And I just carefully take the top off. I keep the little tag as well, because that's quite nice to repurpose onto some tags. And then I just store them in the box, ready to, when the box is finished, it comes up to my craft room and I have a little play session. So let's move my teas out of the way. And this particular one is, let me just hold that there. It's this way, isn't it? Where are we? This one. So it was an apple, pear, I think a nettle that looks like, infusion. It was very nice. It was very nice, and it was these lovely green sachets. So that's what I'm going to be repurposing today. I've got some I made earlier in true British TV fashion. This is my lovely box I have decorated. I didn't decorate the bottom because I wanted to show you what I've done, but I've basically covered any of the writing. I've decorated the front. I mean, these make great storage boxes anyway, upcycling them, which I'm sure we do in our junk journaling community. There's so much that we look to upcycle and recycle. Cereal boxes, pizza boxes, they all become covers for junk journals, tags, that sort of thing. And I often use storage boxes like this to put bits of ephemera and things like that. I do have a video from a previous collaboration with Rachel where I was upcycling some cat food boxes and covering them in Rachel's lovely digitals. A lovely butterfly on there. But this time round it's the lovely little tea sachets, and I've got some here that I've already made. So let me they're my chosen papers. Let me bring in this so you can see. So there we go. I've left the word flourish. I quite liked that word on there. I thought that was quite nice. It saved me looking for a word to put on here, and I've just put a cute little cluster with a little butterfly, and I've just made a little tag, and I've actually used the little dangle thing topper that comes with it, and that just slides in there, and I just thought that would be lovely on the page. I mean, because these are plain green on the other side, you could use it as a tab on the page so that when you open it you can see the lovely green. There's so many possibilities. I mean, that could go on a belly band, which is what I did have that in mind, to put it on a belly band. In fact, I was actually thinking of a couple of them on here, might be quite nice as well. I've got this one that I've decorated up with a bit more lace, and I thought couple of those on a belly band on a page. I mean, how gorgeous do they look? Absolutely love them. And if you weren't happy with the colour of these, I think the Twinings ones tend to have a lot of writing on the back of them. Let's have a look. Yeah, you've got all the ingredients on the back of them, so you would either just use it to stick down on the page, so you're not worried about that. But if you wanted them to flip up, which I've done one, where are we, here, that I've put a bit of coffee dye paper on the back, and I've got a little hinge there with a bit of the digital. You'd glue that down and it just flaps up for you to write. I mean, don't they look lovely? If you did that with another one, let's see, this side on a page, so you would flip that way, flip that way, you've got your lovely writing spot. Oh, there's just so many possibilities. I'm so excited to share this with you. But as I was saying, you could just paint over them with some acrylic paint and just cover them, and then you've got a neutral base, because it's just the little pocket that we're looking to do. So that's a couple of ideas there. Then I just had the vision of lots of little flowers coming out of the top of the pocket. Let's move my Twinings one out of the way. They would be good for Christmas with the red. I'm looking forward to them. I should have finished the box by then. Okay, so yeah, with that on the page, I would stick that all down on the page, these flowers that are coming out, and then you've got a little tag that just tucks in behind there. I mean, how gorgeous does that look on the page? Absolutely gorgeous, with Rachel's digitals and the fussy cut elements from the Echoes of Nature kit. Oh, I love them. I love these. And then, because I was making notebooks, I've filmed this ahead, so that's a few weeks back now with notebooks. I thought, oh, I wonder if I could join two together so that they flip out and create a little notebook. And I do. It's very simple, just a little notebook. How cute is that? I've even got like a little pocket in here, and because then you've got your main pocket in the this little tea sachet. Oh, and I've just put a clip on there, and then that could tuck in a pocket. So versatile these are. So that's what we're going to be playing with today. We're going to be repurposing, upcycling, and being eco-friendly, and saving all your tea boxes and your tea sachets, and we will have a little play. So let's pop those. I'll pop that over the side there, because it's such a grey rainy day here, which is much needed. We haven't, here in the UK where I am, we haven't had rain for, gosh, it's got to be over 2 weeks, 3 weeks almost. Yeah, my water butts in the garden, 3 are empty and 1 is only got a third of it left, so it's a much needed rain day today. I was actually quite excited when I woke up and thought, yes, it's raining, which doesn't usually happen, because rainy, dreary days are, yeah, perfect for crafting. But yes, our garden needs it. Okay, so let's have some fun playing. Now, I wanted to use some of these pages. I thought they were just absolutely gorgeous. So let's make a start. I have got one of my rulers here. So how are you all doing? I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're having some fun crafting along with all our collaboration videos that all the lovely YouTubers have got up. Alright, I'm thinking I might cover the flourish up on this one, so I'm just going to tear a strip off there. And then just tear a strip down there. I don't mind the green showing around it like a little border. I think that's quite nice. So that's going to go on there. Let's ink now. I've used Vintage Photo for those, but I did get out with the other bits I was playing with the kit, my bundled sage, because I just want that goes so well with some of the elements in the kit. So let's have a look and just see. We give that a bit of an ink. That looks quite nice. That's come up nicely. And just ink around those little bits there. Okay, let's give this a quick ink. Yeah, I often forget I've got coloured inks that could be used to distress the edges of the kit, because I do like to distress, but my go-to is always Vintage Photo. So, okay. Yeah, that looks nice. So that's going to sit on top of there. Okay, let's glue this in. I'm just going to use normal glue stick. I find because it's slightly shinier, some of these, that the wetter glue takes forever. You really have to put pressure on it to get it to stick. And also that might be if you're putting other stuff on top of the ones that are really shiny. I know the Twinings tea sachets are really shiny. I would probably use my Fabri-Tac glue, because I know that that is going to be really quite strong. Okay, so we are just going to put that on there, and then that is all now ready for us to have a little play with some decoration bits. I've still got my sachet inside in there, look. Let's get that out. Now you usually just give it a little tap out like that if there's any excess dust in there. Oh, so cute. So cute. So I think I want to go quite lacy with this one. I've got some more lace here, but we have a bit of lace down the bottom. That looks nice, doesn't it? We've got some lace along the bottom there. What do we want to put on top? Got some little, looking at the little bits of ephemera that are in the kit. Wondering if we backed that a little bit. It's too much. I do quite like that one, but I need a bit thinner lace. So let me just, where is it? Here we go. Let's grab some more of that. There we go. Oh, that might be quite nice as well. I'll leave this to the side of me actually. Okay, so yeah, I was just thinking a little bit of this around it, just to give a little bit of dimension, and then a butterfly on the top of that, because I am loving the butterflies. Okay, so we want to, I think I'll stick with the bundled sage, and we'll pop a bit of Fabri-Tac glue on this. I think I'll do this bit first rather than try cutting it, and then I'll cut it once it's glued. Come on, Fabri-Tac glue, I was only using you a minute ago. So yeah, I had so many ideas. It's like, oh, I do love to upcycle and recycle different things. I've got quite a few videos on my channel of creatively repurposing items. So it's like, oh, I could do this, oh, I could do that, when we were choosing our prompts. And then I thought, I haven't done this. I've been waiting for the perfect kits and projects to do this with, and I think now, do you know what, I might have that slightly off center, or do I just have it there actually, and then that, I think I might have that hanging down slightly, so there's a little bit of a gap there. Okay, let's put this on the bottom. Like so. So cute. And we want some more on here, and then we'll find a super cute butterfly, and we just need to make a little tag. So this is a real quick project. I think it takes longer to drink the tea and save them up than it does to actually do these little projects. Okay, that's going to go there. It's nice. Okay, so now let me grab some of Rachel's Fussy Cut butterflies, and we will see. Oh, look at that one. Oh, that one was made for it. Look at that. Oh, sticking to them. Okay, now I am going to use normal vintage photo just to go around the edge of this one. Okay, so I always like my wings to stick up. Okay. Now, oh, doesn't that look so lovely? Oh my gosh, I absolutely love them. Absolutely love them. Okay, I'm going to cheat and take that out of here so that I know what size a tag can go in there. Oh, look at that. Right, let's make a little tag. In fact, I've got some of this left, look. Let's just mark this on here, where to cut, about there and there. And I will put that back while I remember that it goes in this one. Take that off, it's easier to get it in. Oh, there you go, go on. You came out, so you will go back in. There we go. Trim this. And there. There we go. And then I'm just going to cut a tag shape. Let's use my oxide to go around this. It has been printed a really faint colour on the back of all of these digital Rachel, so I'm not bothered about covering the back. And then that just goes in there. Should we have a little topper on it? I think that would be nice. Let's see, we just have a little bit of that poking out the top. Yeah, that'll do. More Fabri-Tac glue. There. We need a blob in the middle there. There. How cute is that? Oh, I love it. Absolutely love these. So I hope you guys are going to love these little projects too. How are we doing for time? 20 minutes. I probably waffled for more of that than it took me to make these. Let's make some more. Let's make some more. Okay. So what do we want? Let's have maybe a piece of this would be quite nice, wouldn't it? So let's do a piece of this. I think I might actually keep the word flourish on this one because you've got lots of flowers on this one. So I'm going to go about there. And then I'll just tear this down there. So that's going to go on there like that. I'm thinking we could do like a little cluster or something on this one. So it's ink with the vintage photo this time. So this will be a great scrap busting project as well. When, you know, towards the end of the, like, I've got quite a lot of scraps from the Billet Doux kit, so yeah, they would make good little bits for this project too. Okay, and put you on there. Do like a little cluster of some kind on here, and then you know I'm going to top it with a butterfly because I love butterflies. I love all nature, and when Rachel hinted that her second kit would be a French botanical, so that it would be, you could use it in conjunction with the Billet Doux, I was super excited. So do we want a bit of this behind it, perhaps? I might do. So let's just cut that, maybe have it leave that like that. Oh, my fingers must be slightly sticky. And then just like creating a little cluster so that I still want to see the word flourish if possible. So that's going to be a little cluster there. Now in Rachel's kit she's got some labels here. Just looking to see what one I want to go with. I'm going to go with this one. observation, I think. Snip the lot corners off. Straighten that bit up, it's not very straight. I was just thinking I'd have that under there. And then a butterfly. What have we got? My fussy cut mine didn't do a very good job, did it, on some of these? Looking for more of a brownie one. Do we have more of a brownie one? That one, I believe, is just a bit too big, unless I have it right on top of there. That just looks so lovely, doesn't it? Got to have that one. There we go. I thought it might be a bit too big, but no, that is perfect. That can top our little cluster that we're putting together. Okay, so let's give this an ink, and then just ink around, and I'm just going to take off these. So it does, the fussy cut did those tiny ones there, yet it wouldn't do all the way round a really dark edge. I don't understand my brother scan and cut at times. I mean, it's very good, because it does help me. I struggle with my dexterity quite a bit, with my fibra and my hands and stuff. So it really does help in terms of doing all the fussy cutting for the kit. I couldn't have done it. It would have taken me weeks to do it by hand. So I am very grateful that I have one. But yeah, it's probably not the best of cutting, but I'm not very technologically minded, so for me, having a Cricut, I wouldn't be able to understand it properly, how to use it, because you've got to play around with your settings on the computer and all things like that, and it's just like, no, I barely know how to do basic YouTube videoing. So yeah, right, I'm just putting plenty of Fabri-Tac glue on so that we're all stuck down. This doesn't need Fabri-Tac glue. Just use my normal glue for this. That can go in there nicely. And then a nice big blob of glue on the back of the butterfly. Come on. So that it sticks down there. And there we have another super quick one done. All we just need to do is make a little tag to fit in there. Oh, that's so lovely. Right, you belong in that one. Let's see what scraps. Oh, that might be a nice tag poking out the top. Perfect. So I'm just going to roughly gauge where I want to cut on this one. That there and there. I've got my cutter, my big chomper to the side of me here. So I'm just going to cut you. just give it a quick little link. Perfect. We want a nice little topper. How about we have just a little bit of that as a topper. Now, do I want it folded over? No, I think I'm just going to cut a bit like that and literally just have it on at a little angle. These are so small, I don't think we need too much, too heavy on the top. Come on. And then we'll just have that like so as a fun little topper. Oh, and that's another one done. I mean, how cute are they? And as I said, they do not take very long at all to do. So if you're not a tea drinker, find someone that is and save these little sachets. If not, I'm sure you could make little sachets like this. I'm just looking to see if I've got any coffee dye scraps to hand. We haven't, but we could do something like that. I mean, that's not far off the size of there. You would just do that, fold a piece up, glue down the sides, make some bit of interest in there, and you've got yourself a little sachet. So yeah, you don't have to be a tea drinker or know someone who drinks tea to save all of these. You could make a tiny little pouch like this, but obviously because we're repurposing is our theme for the week, that's what I've done. I've saved these from going in the bin and creating lovely fun bits of ephemera that would lovely decorate up our journal. I mean, just look at them all. I think that I love that one, but this one I do like that with all the flowers coming out the top. So it's a super quick project from me. I hope it's inspired you to look around and see what you can repurpose and give this a go. It's got so many options, so many choices, whether you're more into mixed media, so you want to paint over the top of these and use them that way, or whether you're like me, you quite like the word or the decoration and the colour that's on them. But yeah, give it a go, and thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like this video and leave a comment, because Rachel's doing a giveaway. She does one every week, and go check out everybody else's videos from the Eco Recycling Week and all the other weeks. And I will be back on my channel here, BumbleBeeCrafts, with some more recreations of 100 days and different projects that we're working on. I have a lot of different videos on here. I do fabric, a lot of fabric and slow stitching, as well as paper crafting. So yeah, thanks everybody, and happy crafting. Take care. Bye.